Yeah, just have a quick introduction about myself. Uh, I have a 12 years of experience overall in IT industry, and I worked in Wipro Technologies, IBM, and Microland. So started career as a trainer and a system administrator. Currently working in one of the MNC company as a active directory architecture. Yeah. So this call about to understand how you need to face the interview and what kind of preparations you need to do, how you can get a job by giving an interview confidently. So you might know that is in current situation, current environment, right? Due to the COVID impact and pandemic situation, people are laid off. Many people are laid off, and many people are uh, move on to the different project, and many projects are not in lined up in every company, right? There is a situation is uh, ups and down happen. So in this scenario, so who has a knowledge or who has a skill set, he will be survived, and he will be the continuing the project, right? So uh, when we are getting into the pressure from the customer or the management side, and there is a project is going to laid off, and we need to have only few resources due to the billing part, and other resources should not continue. So such scenario, people will think about who is the key resource and whom we should tell to go home, right? So overall, it's comes under for we should be having technically sound. When we are in technically sound, then no one will touch us, and we will have a lot of opportunities. We don't need to ask anybody help. To do that, we should have a lot of confidence in terms of the technical skill set. So basically, this session is scheduled for to help you guys to how do we prepare the interview, what kind of the question might ask in during interview. Uh, Overall, basically fresher are 3 to 4 years of experience, or more than 5 years of experience. And when we goes to the more than 7 or 8 years of experience, they don't need for this training. So basically, this call for to people who are struggling the job, what they needs to be done to get into the job and get selected during the interview. Basically, the first most important, their profile has to be updated. Let me share my screen. Then we have talk about to the points what we are going to talk about. Hope you can able to see my screen. The first most important, everyone agree for our resume, right? The resume, or we can say profile, needs to be updated. So most of the people are having lacking of that is in the proper format of profile, right? And the lacking of what needs to be, they only taking some Google uh, points, then they update it, but they never know that is in what kind of skills I have, right? Because interviewer will look into that is in only for what you have updated in a profile. So the content, it must be important. Content must be updated as per your skill set. And many people are referring to the other friends profile and some Google profile, and they're updating. When they ask question during interview, they will be stuck. So basically, there are two way in interview preparation. While you're updating the profile, you should know that is in there is a skill and there is a experience. So when you say skills on, right? When you say skills on, so that will you have knowledge on that subject or knowledge on the topic, right? Remember this most important, people are making the mistake. Knowledge on the specific topic, or what you point referring. But when you mentioned having experience on that, then you worked on that. You have worked on that, and you have that hands-on experience. So basically, when we are updating our profile, we must understand that when you learn something on PowerShell, when you learn something on Windows Server, and when you learn something Azure, right? But you have basically experience on desktop, right? You are working on experience on desktop like last 3 years working in a desktop support. But you want to upgrade yourself, and you have learned, so you have got training from the PowerShell, Windows Server, and Azure, and you wanted to update these technology, saying that is in as having experience. When you updated as experience, then you should have knowledge and hands-on experience, right? This is a lacking here. And when you updated the skill, yes, you have undergone the training, then I know these things. But people are asking for, do you have the hands-on experience? Then we are stuck here. So this call is to helping you. After interview preparation, you can update whatever you learned in recently, and even though you don't have a hands-on experience, you can update by saying that is in hands-on experience on these. So then they will ask question interview, the first most interview question. Why I'm telling you? Because I am also part of the interview uh, when in my current organization. The expectation should understand from the candidate. The first is confident, second one is communication, then understood that is in his knowledge and experience and skills, right? The most important, first, how he will speak, what is his confident level, right? Are he speaking during the call, talking with the sir like that, or he is stopping in between and lacking of having information and stuck with to explanation explaining that respective subject, respect to answering that, then we will come to know he will not be fit for our project. So basically you should have the confidence what you are going to tell them, and you should well prepared. Well prepared means, number one, you are applying the position for the Windows Server administrator position. Example, overall it is a kind of a L1 and L2 support, right? Then what are things I need to be prepared? L1 and L2 support, when we talk about, right, when you are working in desktop support already, also you are working in a Windows Server with a limited access, then you want to move into the next company, a next project with expecting a more package. So how do we prepare it? We have to prepare. In the current situation, there is a hell lot of competitions going on. Many people are available for the more skill set, right? So how do we overtake them, and how do we get the job in the right manner? So to do that, this training will help you to understand that is in we have planned for the 10-hour uh, for the interview preparation. You can say practice. How do you do that? So expectation that to attend this training, expectation that you should have a, a skills on a Windows Server. It means when I ask you that is in what is AD, right? What is Active Directory? And the server operating system are Windows 2012, Windows 2016, and 2019. Right? These are the basic skill should needed to attend this training. Then it will help you to, it will motivate you, it will get confident you. Yes, these are the questions I will prepare. Then if the well answering, I should feel yes, I have experience. You need to explain such a way that I have experienced that, because you recently completed the training, but you don't have experience. Also, you are working in a current organizations with L1 support or L2 support in server administrator, and I need to jump into that is another company. Maybe they're expecting more on a real scenario. Then this training will help you to prepare your interview. So basically, the expectation is everyone should have some basic knowledge on Windows Server, and Active Directory, and a basic knowledge on networking. So they will ask question here, right? The question will ask, do you know, the first question they will ask, can you please uh, update yourself? Or you can say, can you please tell yourself about yourself, right? The first question they'll ask. You should be properly well thoroughd what needs to be done. So you need to tell very short and sweet, which is myself, Anil. You should give that is in having 12 plus years of IT experience, right? And technology supported. Simple. Do not tell your native and all and your family and everything. No need to tell. Technology worked on. You can say Windows Server, Active Directory, GPO, right? PowerShell, and guys, I'm muting you. So please go in mute. If you don't have any question, please unmute. If you have any question, please unmute yourself and ask question. PowerShell, SCCM, right? VMware. Just you can update it what skills you have. Then you can say that these are the and worked company. Okay, the word company name you can say worked on IBM and Wipro, right? And Microland. Just say these are the company I worked in. So the second question will ask, what is the second question? Can you please elaborate or can you please tell us uh, what is your day-to-day activity? What is your day-to-day activity? How your day will start? So since your profile is updated as a system administrator, right? System administrator, then you shouldn't tell that is in more on desktop support. And you can tell that is in confidently what activity you are doing day to day, how you are getting, are you working on ticket based, are you working on ticket based, which is ITL process, like incident, right? Like service request, like a problem ticket, right? Like change ticket. You might have heard about these are the ITL process to getting the incident for the based on uh, SLA, which is service level agreement, which is based on the priority, which is you might heard about. Some people will talk about P1, right? Or some people will talk about severity 1 or priority 1, and P2 or P3. So that individual ticket has that is an SLA, which is you need to resolve the particular duration, that what is the SLA is defined. If the ticket is P1, you have to resolve the ticket should be within 2 hours, right? In this you have that is in uh, response time, ticket response, right? Ticket response. In a P1 ticket, you have to response ticket. It means a response means accepting the ticket, right? Accepting the ticket within 1 minute and resolving within 2 hours. So these you should know this one. You need to tell that is in this is how we are working. If you already working in this kind of environment, well and good. Who are not working, you should learn this. You should understand that is in, because in a all maximum MNC companies are following uh, the same process, right? So they'll ask question, can you tell us what is your day-to-day activity? You should well prepared, thoroughly well prepared what needs to be explained them, right? And I'm working on BAU. I'm working on BAU team, which is business uh, as usual, which is who worked on that is an incident, right? Incident. And if you're working on a project, and it will be work on that is in service request, or you can say some email response. So we need to understand that is in how our operations will start, how the day-to-day uh, work will start. So it, in opposite, interviewer will come to know, okay, this is the platform you're working, right? What kind of issues you handled? They'll ask you, can you please tell me what kind of issues you are handling? So here you should also be prepared well, right? We will help you to during throughout the 10 hours journey. So every day, one hour will take it. Those use cases we will help you. Use cases, say for example, now I have a file server, right? File server, and some of the users uh, are unable to access their share path, right? Their share path. So what you needs to be done, what you are going to check one by one, are few users are GPU are not applied, what you are going to checking, right? And there is a request for you to uh, create a trust, right? Create a trust. And there is a request for you to create a GPU group policy object. We should know that you never done for in a real scenario, right? You never done the real scenario who are working on a desktop, or who are having that is one L1 or L2 support for I'm talking about before 7 years of experience, right? But you wanted to expecting a more package, you want to expected more package, and to change a job, you need this 10-hour interview preparation refreshment. Interview preparation refreshment. It will help you rather than going through the complete training. If you already gone through the training, then you have a theoretically knowledge. Then how do I prepare it, right? So you can confidently do that. You can confidently plan for the design. Uh, yes, I have a knowledge on this, and I worked on this environment, and these are the knowledge skill set I have, right? So then they will come to the next question. Do you know how the active directory works, or how good you are in active directory, and how much rate yourself on active directory? They'll talk about, right? How much rate yourself on active directory, or you can say GPU. Then you know already the based on the confident, you can tell honestly, you can tell it. Don't make it something okay 10 of 10 like that. Whatever you have skill set, you can tell, okay, I'm good within the active directory. I can say 5 out of 10. All right, that's fine, that's good. Then you'll talk about next question, that is in, can you please tell me, uh, so can you please tell me about FSMO? He will jump into directly what you, because you have already updated this profile in your, this topic you updated in already profile. Can you tell me how, what are the what you mean by FSMO, what are type of FSMO, and how it works, right? So you can see the how the L1 job and L2 job will be there in this. You can easy to understand in this scenario. Let me show you one document, and you can able to manage it, and you can able to understand that is in how actually industry project will be there, and what kind of L1 job will be there, what kind of L2 activity will be there, you can able to manage it. Let me show you the document where I kept here. Just give me a minute. Anybody has any question? So these are the details you will get to know, that is in uh, so these are the uh, you will be going to learn, okay, all L1 job, L2 job, L3 job, right? So you can see here how to select your authentication over the forest trust, right? And you can see how to identity replications. The replications, you can go to the Active Directory sites and services, and you can see that is in the console, expand the sites country. Every steps has been followed. If you explain the same way, then the interviewer will think about, yes, you have a knowledge. And you can see that is FSMO service down. You never done for in your real scenario, as you are in currently working in desktop support, or you are in very limited support, you working currently in as a system administrator. But if the interview question asks, you should be able to answer, right? You can see urgent requirement, where you need to do, how to do, all the steps has been followed here. FSMO service up, right? Global catalog down. What do you mean by global catalog? And if it's down, how do we fix it? Right? Replication failed, right? Now you can see these are the command, these are the area we need to check. All aspects you are going to be well thoroughly. We are preparing you within 10 hours, and you will get a lot of confidence along with your training who are already completed. As I said, the expectation is for to having a knowledge on, at least you should have a knowledge on, that is in Windows Server 2012, 2016, 2019, or you should have knowledge on Windows Active Directory and uh, some networking basic fundamental. So these are the expectation would be required to join this 10-hour short course. So you will be able to manage it. And once this is 10-hour completed, you will be getting confident, and you will be thoroughly, it will be confidently answer, because you have already well prepared for what needs to be explained by referring use cases. This will help you to even though you don't have experience, and you can tell them these kind of issues are we are handling. Then if he asks for the theoretically what is FSMO role, and he will ask you how the AD replications will work, right? So what is backup? Okay, what are the type of backup? If you ask question, you will be able to answer confidently. Then yeah, what was the next step? You should be get selected. Then you will get a more package. You can demand whatever it is there. Then once you join the company, then within first 2 months you have to struggle a lot. Then you should not uh, showcase that is as you don't know knowledge, but you should put a lot of effort, understand that is yourself. Then you should be in a part of team. This is how you need to be start your career. Once you have started to handling the request or incident by yourself confidently, then your journey started. Work there 2 year, right? Work there 2 year for in that company. Then you can start jumping again another company by expecting more package. So at least the initial stage, your journey has to start it. How to start it? Here we are here to help you, right? So yeah, your career, then by the time after 10 year of experience, right, then your package would be at least you need to reach for 20 lakh per annum. This is your target, then plan accordingly. Then you would be either team lead, or you should be in a manager position. If you planned well manner, then you will be reaching for that is in a good position. Trust me, I followed the same way, and I am in one of the positions, and is a good package. So this is a way we are going to help you to people who are struggling a lot. How do we crack the interview? How do we prepare the interview? Because you know that many people are giving the training, but ultimately we need to help them to how do you get a job. That's the most important. Yeah, yeah, there is all there. Active Data DB, NTDS did it. Yeah, such cases do come in prod. Yes, it is there. You have seen that already. I shown in the document. Those also we will help you. Will tell you that is in how that NTDS did works, and how you are going to take a backup. How do you move that one database to other database? Everything you will be get to know. You will come to Nishant everything during this 10 hour. All right. I'm done with my session. If you have any question, feel free to shoot out. Anybody has any question? Unmute yourself and go ahead. Speak.
Yeah, every day it is a 1 hour session, correct?
Yes, we are planning to do that every day 1 hour or weekend. We will help you. That Amit will tell you, and you can contact for more detail. I'll share the number, his number. You can just check with him. So timing not yet confirmed based on the students' uh, requirement. We will plan accordingly. Okay. Here is a
Okay,
number 954 06 His name Amit. You can talk to him.
so tell me again, please.
954
Okay,
066
okay,
2806. His name Amit.
okay. Got it. Thanks.
Good. Anybody has any question? If no question, can we wind up? You think about yourself, then you plan accordingly. Contact Amit for the further discussion. Then he will help you to form the batch.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.
Sure.